Hello and welcome to another episode of Living Life with CP. I am your host, Daniel Isler, and I just wanted to I don't want to call this a podcast episode because I'm not intending for it to be a full episode, but I just wanted to come on and give you a petition update. We have reached our first 5 signatures on change.org for the petition that I put up a couple of days ago. For those of you who don't know, a couple of weeks ago, I did a podcast about there not being any funding in the U.S. budget for CP research. And I asked people to write letters. But then later on I started to think about that. And I said, you know what? Not everybody is going to have the time to write a letter. Not everybody is going to have the time to write a letter. I mean, I know people's lives are busy, so I said, why don't I go and make a petition and ask for them to sign it? I figured that would be a whole lot easier than asking people to write letters to their representatives because, first of all, you have to know who your representative is. And second of all, then you gotta find the address, then you gotta take the time to write him or her. With this petition, to sign the petition on change.org, which I'm asking each of you to do. But I also shared it on Facebook, so you can click on the link through Facebook and go directly there. And if you're listening to this podcast, you probably are listening to it on Facebook. As for those of you who are listening through Twitter, I also shared a link to it on Twitter. I found myself laughing the other day because I had been interested in politics since I was 14 years old. I always wanted to run for office. But I was sitting there thinking, I said, if anybody would have told me that I would have started a petition and asked the people to sign it years ago, I would have laughed at you. I would have said, no, I want to run for office. But you know what? I realized in this way, in writing a petition and asking people to sign it, We are having more of an impact. We are having more of an impact because the change that this petition will bring will not just last 4 years, 8 years, 6 years, 2 years, however long you're in office for. It will last. It will be a lasting change. It will be a lasting change. And I want to thank each and every one of you guys in advance. As for those of you who have already signed, thank you. Because you guys are a part of this movement. Living life with CP is not just a podcast, not just a YouTube channel, but we are a movement. We are a movement to tell people, to bring these issues to people's attention. And you know what? That's exactly what this petition is doing. That's exactly what this petition is doing. And I want to thank you guys because you guys are a part of change. I couldn't do this alone. It is a team effort. And I want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. And I sincerely do. Because this issue of cerebral palsy research is not just important to me, but it is important to all the people who have it, and to their family members and friends. As I have said before, cerebral palsy affects us all. Whether you know it or not, it touches you. You know, I want to say thank you for helping me along on this project. And I know that no matter who the president is, once we get 100 signatures and send it to them, change will be made. The funding will be added. I know this with every fiber of my being. But if it's not, please know that I am not going to give up on this. This is just the first step. Because anything worth having is worth doing. And we need that money for CP research in the budget. And so I am willing to be that advocate for CP research. And again, I want to thank, this actually did turn into a full-fledged episode of sorts. I want to thank you guys for listening. I want to thank you guys for listening to this episode. And, as always, remember, you have CP. CP does not have you. Thank you very much.